Alright. Okay, let's see. So turn those on. Interesting. Display a hint of weakness. I'll read a couple of these. Learn to transform your vulnerabilities into power. The game is subtle. If you wallow in your weakness, overplay your hand, you will be seen as angling for sympathy or worse, as pathetic. No, what works best is to allow people an occasional glimpse into the soft, frail side of your character, and usually only after they have known you for a while. That glimpse will humanize you, lowering their suspicions and preparing the ground for a deeper attachment. Normally strong and in control, at moments you let go. Give in to your weakness, let them see it. Daily law, do not struggle against your vulnerabilities or try to impress them. Put them into play. That's from The Art of Seduction. Disarm through strategic weakness and vulnerability. And there's this one, the slow power grab. It starts with the quote, ambition can creep as well as soar. That's Edmund Burke. In almost every film Alfred Hitchcock made, he had to go through the same wars, gradually wresting control of the film from the producer, the actors, and the rest of the team. His struggles with screenwriters were a microcosm of a larger war. Hitchcock always wanted his vision for the film to be exactly reflected in the script, but too firm a hand on his writer's neck would get him nothing except resentment and mediocre work. So instead, he moved slowly, starting out by giving the writer room to work loosely off his notes, then asking for revisions that shaped the script his way. His control became obvious only gradually, and by the time the writer was emotionally tied to the project and, however frustrated, was working for his approval. A very patient man, Hitchcock let his power plays unfold over time so that producer, writer, and stars understood the completeness of his domination only when the film was finished. To gain control of any project, you must be willing to make time your ally. If you start out with complete control, you sap people's spirit and stir up envy and resentment. So begin with generating the illusion that you're all working together on a team effort, then slowly nibble away. If in the process you make people angry, do not worry. That's just a sign that the emotions are engaged, which means they can be manipulated. Daily law, overt manipulation and power grabs are dangerous, creating envy, distrust, and suspicion. Often the best solution is to move slowly. That's from the 33 Strategies of War. Strategy 29. Take small bites. The frail accompli strategy. Well, all right. Alrighty. Sunday is doggy day. Hopefully everybody behaves. I don't think there's a holiday. Oh, wait a minute. It's, I think, Father's Day or something? Damn it. That means there's probably a lot of dogs. We'll see. Doesn't matter. Alright. Where's my drink? Let's put this away. I can hang out there. That's an Alani. Alright. Let's have a good day. Hopefully. Oh, why is that cracked open like that? That means that the gate probably doesn't work. I'm gonna have to open this by hand. Alright, already not a good sign. Give me a sec. Alright. Yep. The little gate opener didn't work. And then somebody else was leaving. I was telling her, you have to open this and close it by hand. It doesn't work. So can you leave it like that for me? Yes. All right. Hopefully that's the only hiccup for the day. But we'll see. We shall see. Let's have more of my drink. Alrighty. Oh, damn it. You know what? I'm making the slide. I don't care. That's right. Just say that left hand arrow is still yellow. On the verge of being red. So I started rereading my Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill book. I'm going to give that a full read through. I forgot how good it is. I learned a lot from that I didn't realize I had once I'm rereading it. And it has a lot, it echoes a lot of the same things that are in other books that I read. Especially Neville. I have a small little book called The Power of Awareness. And it talks about like a single-minded burning desire toward a definite goal and putting all your energy into that. It talks about visualization and seeing yourself already achieving the goal prior to even setting foot on the trail towards achievement. Pretty much priming the mind. It's like auto-suggestion. There's a whole chapter on auto-suggestion. Because the mind, it's a whole lot of what was even in that movie, The Matrix, which is based on science. It's the mind can't tell the difference between what's imagined and what is actually happening when it comes to the visionary part of your brain, and what you picture in terms of your thoughts and ideas. It's really good, this book. The hard part I have is putting what I'm wanting and what I'm desiring into action. But there's a whole section in this book that talks about making definite plans for the achievement of goals. And a lot of what I thought I wanted to do had to do with like dogs and stuff. I don't even know if that's what I want to do anymore, though. That's the problem. They call it your chief aim, your definite goal, your purpose, all that stuff. I don't know if I even want to have anything to do with the dog world. Or like, I thought I wanted to like maybe like hold like group orientations. I don't even know if I want to do that anymore. I don't know. A lot of question marks when it comes to all this. I'm just doing what I've been doing and seeing where it goes. And I want to say that's probably the best thing for me to do. It's like let things come to me and react when necessary. Because ultimately, that's kind of what took me to like Caesar's place and having that whole experience. And I don't know. It seems like every time I make plans and want to do something, they don't really turn out well. So it kind of seems like I can't make things happen. I just have to. It has to come to me organically. And when I feel it's necessary to move or make a move, that's when I do. But until then, it's like a patience game for me. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't mind what I'm doing. You know, working at the cochlear implant company, and then with the dogs on Sunday. But it's not like I grew up wishing I could do this. Like, you know, like people always have that, oh, I always wanted to be a whatever when I was a kid. I never had that. I was always more of a, I know what I don't want to do, and I know what I don't want to be. Mostly because I was given bad examples from adults. I was surrounded by terrible examples of adults. So that really didn't give me like a role model to like shoot for, like a target to emulate. So I guess that makes sense as to why I know why I am the way I am. I know what I don't want to do, but that just kind of leaves me spinning in circles when it comes to what it is I do want to do or be. I don't know. That's why I like kind of like envy my woman because she knows exactly like the industry she wants to work in, what she wants to do. I'm trying my best to like get us in a position where she could finally start to do that. It's a little hard because the little dude we have right now, he can't be left alone for long periods of time. I mean, that's kind of unfair to him. So everything's just kind of is the way it is right now. But I'm positive when the time's right, my woman will be back in like her industry too. And it's cool that like she has that, like she knows exactly what it is she wants to do. I'm nothing like that. I know what I want to do and be for her. That's something. But in terms of like career goal or like something like that, I don't have any of that in me. I don't think I was made for that in this experience. I'm okay with that. I'd rather be a good person than a successful person. There's a lot of terrible successful people. And if being a good person comes at the expense of success, then I'm okay with that. I hope it's not too hot today. Alright, almost there. A couple more exits. And another successful journey. But we'll see where this reading goes with this book. If it sparks any kind of inspiration for me to, I don't even know, I don't even know what. We'll see. I like making these little videos. I think this is kind of cool. But I need like material. That's why I read this book, just to see what it prods in my mind. What comes out. Oh my goodness. Still waking up. Alright, one more exit. Maybe, what is it, two? After this exit coming up is my exit. I wonder what they're building here. This is that wildlife crossing. What are they going to do with this? I guess they're going to connect it to the mountain. It's built over the freeway. That'd be funny if this caused problems. Because now wildlife is going to have access to a different area. They're going to have like an influx of animals in areas that we probably shouldn't have. That's how it normally goes, all these tree huggers. Oh, but the animals need access, so we need to build a bridge over the freeway because we cut off their access to this land. And then they go and build it, and then all of a sudden you have all kinds of animals in places where now it's affecting humans. It's funny. But it's interesting. The book I'm reading, it comes from there was a movement back in the day when this book was written. There was a bunch of people that were a part of this movement. It was called the New Thought movement, and they all kind of wrote and gave lectures and talked about like it was kind of like I don't know if it's a Bible verse, but there's a phrase that says, it sounds like a Bible verse: "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." And that phrase is kind of the whole idea behind the New Thought movement. And the whole, like, this book, like Think and Grow Rich, and The Power of Awareness. And it all revolved around, like, consciousness and the deliberate directing of your mind towards thoughts that are beneficial to you. Because I don't know if TV was around. I definitely know that, like, maybe recording was around, audio recording, but I don't know if TV was invented yet. But these guys understood that there was a whole bunch of information that was going to be coming at the average human, and that was important if you're going to be or develop yourself into something more productive and beneficial, that you need to have control of the ideas and thoughts that enter into your mind. I don't know, they definitely didn't understand how bad it was going to get. Like with phones and social media and all the amount of mental slop that is coming at us today. They definitely didn't know that, but these guys were absolutely on point with understanding the need to be in control of your own mind. The books they wrote are amazing. And I think Think and Grow Rich is probably the most well-known one out of all that group. Napoleon Hill is probably the best known author out of all New Thought movement writers. What the heck is wrong with you? Get on your side of the road. People are retarded. Already. I visualize this whole stretch as I get off the freeway. That's kind of my whole visualization process before I leave every day. Is the moment I get off the freeway, getting to this job and my other job. Because it's a small stretch from the exit at both jobs to get here. So I imagine all this. And boop. Alright. I'm here. I'm alive. Okay, have a great day.